Alright, in this video we're going to practice multiplying and dividing fractions. Here's the first problem. Let's see if you can solve it. So basically what you're doing is that you are multiplying the numerators and you are multiplying the denominators. So if you multiply 2 times 4, that will be 8, and 3 times 5, that will be 15. And this is your answer for the first one. Now try this one. Try multiplying a negative fraction times a positive fraction. So over here, you're multiplying different signs. So whenever you multiply a negative times a positive, you will always get a negative. So your final answer should be a negative. Now you can simply multiply it over here. Let's multiply negative 7 times 2. You will get negative 14 on the numerator, and multiply 8 times 3, which will give you 24. But you're not finished yet, because you can simplify this by 2. 2 goes into 14, 7, and 2 goes into 24, 12. Now this fraction cannot be simplified no more. So this is your final answer. Now what about this problem? What about 3 times 5 over 6? Well, basically this whole number, you can put it like this, 3 over 1, and then you can multiply it to 5 over 6. Now let's multiply 3 times 5, which will be 15, and 1 times 6 will be 6. And you're not finished yet, because 6 can go into 15. This is an improper fraction. It can go 2 times, because you are multiplying 6 times 2, which will give you 12, and you will have a remainder of 3 over 6. But again, you're not finished yet, because if you take a look over here, 3 and 6, you can simplify this by 3. 3 goes into 3 once, and 3 goes into 6 2. So your final answer will be 2, 1 over 2. This is your final answer. Now what about this problem? Let's see if you can solve this problem. You can pause the video and try it by yourself. What's the first step you should take with this problem? So over here you have mixed fractions. You have to convert these to a proper fraction. So let's multiply, and we will add over here. So let's multiply. 1 times 2 will be 2 plus 1. That will be 3 over 2. And now multiply and add. That will be 9 over 4. Negative 9 over 4. Now let's go ahead and let's multiply. 3 times negative 9. So a positive times a negative will give you negative, and that will be negative 27. 2 times 4, that's 8. And now you can simplify this, because 8 can go into 27. How many times? Well, it can go 3 times, and you will have a remainder of 3 over 8. This is your final answer. What if you multiply a negative fraction by another negative fraction? So basically this one, whenever you multiply a negative and a negative, you basically get a positive answer at the end. So you can basically just turn this problem like this. Is the same as this over here. Now you can multiply 3 times 4, which will be 12. And 4 times 9, that will be 36. You can simplify this by 12. 12 goes into 12 one time, and 12 goes into 36 3 times. So your final answer is 1/3. Now, how would you solve 5 over 6 divided by 1 over 3? So whenever you divide, the opposite of division is multiplication, and you have to flip, or it's called reciprocate, this fraction. So basically you have to turn this problem to a multiplication problem. Don't forget to flip these numbers. The 3 will be in the numerator, and the 1 will be on the denominator. Now you can go ahead and you can multiply. 5 times 3 is 15. 6 times 1 is 6. And now 6 can go into 15. It can go 2 times, and you will have a remainder of 3 over 6. But you can reduce this by 3. That will be 1, and this will be 2. So your final answer will be 2, 1 over 2. Now try dividing a negative fraction with a positive fraction. So whenever you divide a negative and a positive, your answer will be negative. Now instead of taking all the steps and turning this into multiplication, then flipping this fraction, you can simply go ahead and you can multiply like this. Multiply 2 times 10, which will be 20. And then you can multiply 5 and 3. 5 and 3 will be 15. So you see, this is a trick you can apply. Then you can reduce this by 5. 5 can go into 20, 4, and 5 can go into 15, 3. But we're not finished yet because you can divide 3 to 4, and 3 goes into 4 once, and you will have a remainder of 1 over 3. This is your final answer. Now what about this kind of division problem? 2/3 divided by -1 over 3. So before you do anything, look over here. These are mixed fractions. So let's turn them into proper fractions. You need to multiply and then add the numerator. So 2 times 3 will be 6 plus 2, that's 8 over 3. Now 1 times 3, 1 plus 1, that will be -4 over 3. Now you can go ahead and you can multiply these two. You will get 24 over, now multiply these two. Positive times a negative will give you negative, so that will be -12. Now 12 can go into 24. It can go 2 times, so you will have a final answer of -2. What about this one? What if you divide -6 by 3 over 4? Well, let's predict our answer. Our answer has to be a negative, right? But this whole number, just put it over 1. And now you can go ahead and you can multiply. Let's multiply using this trick here. Let's multiply -6 times 4. You will get a total of -24. And now multiply 1 and 3. You will get 3 in the denominator. Now 3 can go into 24 how many times? Well, you will have an answer of -8. Now what about this problem over here? 5 over 6 divided by 1 over 4. Let's see if you can solve. Let's solve this in the traditional way, where we convert this into a multiplication. This is just to remind you the basic steps. So you will have 5 over 6, and you need to reciprocate this fraction. The 4 will be in the numerator and the 1 will be in the denominator. Now simply multiply. That will be 20 over 6. Now you can divide, or we can simplify this fraction by 6, right? So 6 can go into 6 times 3, it will be 18, so it can go 3 times, and you will have a remainder of 2 over 6. But remember, always look out if you can further simplify the fraction. We can simplify this by 2, so you will get 1 over 3. So your final answer for this one is 3, 1 over 3. Now, if this video has helped you multiply and divide fractions, let me know down in the comments. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next lesson.